I'm Bob. I like coffee. I also like to tell stories. So, here at the Bobcast Coffee, it's time for a coffee break. So, take a coffee break with me and pour yourself a cup of your favorite Joe. By the time you're done with your coffee, you'll know something about me you really didn't need to know. But you'll have fun learning it. Just remember, my stories are true. For the most part. Today, I'm enjoying my coffee out of a Yukon, turn it the right way, Bob, Czechoslovakian Christmas market. So, every year in our little hometown here in Oklahoma, they put together a Czechoslovakian Christmas. It's just local made stuff brought into an open air market. They do it for one night. They call it the Czech Market. And if you Google any history about Yukon, Oklahoma, we're tight with the Czechs. Now, every year they put out a new mug. This one is the 2020. There it is, 2020. I like this mug. It's basic, it's simple, it's got a nice design to it, and it holds a lot of coffee. So grab your coffee cup, put your favorite coffee in it. Let's hear Bob's story. And today, being into the holidays, I need to do some confessions to you. One, it's been almost 3 months since I've done one of these stories, and I apologize. But new job, crazy hours, putting in, not joking, 11-hour days. Last week, we had 24 overtime hours in 1 week. That is crazy. But it's hopefully starting to slow down, and it will get me back into the podcast fun for you guys. So, holidays, everything's, Christmas. No, not today. We will not be telling a Christmas story here on the Bobcast. Nope, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, Luna T. Cat. Luna T. Cat, my cat from college, survived all the college years almost. Then the trips to Oklahoma City, the year and a half there living in Oklahoma City, Arizona, Lake Havasu City for 2 years, 2 years down in San Antonio, Texas, and then the big drive all the way out to California where, pardon me, Luna and I finally met another female that Luna could tolerate. And I figured Luna must have had a pretty good taste in women because she did not like anybody I ever dated until Linda. So, if my human detector liked her, I liked her. I figured that was a good thing. Luna died back in, I don't remember for sure, probably around 04-ish. Good cat. Crazy cat. So, I get this cat in college. This little ball of fluff. And big tufts of hair coming up off the ears. Made her look like a bobcat, which, hey, bobcat? Bobcat. Okay, we have a winner. I was really poor back in this time of college. Not that I was ever flush with cash in college. But I was living in this nasty little second story garage apartment that was in the alley between a liquor store and a Mazio's Pizza, which was good because a friend of mine worked at Mazio's and every couple of days would end up with an extra pizza, just a mistake. And to throw it away, would go ahead and box it up, and instead of tossing it in the trash, just set it on the back of the stoop there, and he'd give me a call, and I'd run down, and that's my food for the next couple of days. And I did that for quite a while. Well, when Luna came into my life, she actually came from the pizza restaurant itself. That's where she was abandoned. We lived on leftover pizza. So, weaned on pizza and beers, the way I like to say it. Cold pizza, warm beer. And that was Luna's, that's how Luna survived her young years. So, we think maybe part of her insanity was the way she was raised. Now, the vet there in town, I took her in, get some shots, make sure she stayed healthy. It cost me a lot of money to do that in those days, but we were going to take care of this cat. He thinks that Luna was the runt of the litter. And I'm looking at, a cat that's growing to be a full-size tabby. And he goes, well, yeah, she looks like a full-size tabby, but that's not a tabby. It's not a tabby cat. It's a Maine Coon cat. And I'm like, never heard of a Maine Coon cat. What's a Maine Coon cat? They're big cats. They are record breaker size cats. They look like this. Maine Coons are enormous. Luna was 6 pounds at her heaviest. So if she was the runt of a litter, she has all the markings, all the characteristics of a Maine Coon cat, except for size. I would think that vet was probably knew what he was talking about, and I was holding on to something pretty rare, a miniature Maine Coon cat is what I had. She was full of energy, highly aggressive, perfect for me, great cat. Except in this little crappy apartment that I had. And if you imagine building a little apartment you're going to rent out to college students, it was built very, very basic. And every room at least had a light. But they had the light switch, so you walk in the front door, which went right into the kitchen, and you had a light switch, turned on the light in the kitchen. Well, that's the only switch to turn the light off in the kitchen. You walk into the living room, and you turn on the switch. And the switch for inside the kitchen was right inside the door, but the light for the living room was inside the kitchen, so you would turn it on to go into the room. And then the bedroom, same way. It was right outside the bedroom door. You turn it on and go in. Well, turning that light off to go to bed every night was a pain in the butt. So I usually just left that light off. And then that way I would just, turn off the kitchen light, turn off the living room light, walk through the dark and go to bed. Then Luna came into my life. So for over a year, every night we had this fun, playful routine that we would go through. I would turn off the kitchen light, look in the living room, and see Luna sleeping in the middle of the floor. And I would turn off the living room light, and I'd start to go into the living room, and I would hear this. And then, knowing that my cat is out there, getting ready to pounce upon me, I would turn on the light to catch her in the act, and this is what I would see. Turn off the light, and I would start hearing this scratching sound. So you know, in the dark, this is Luna. I'd turn on the light, and she would be sleeping again. So, all right, turn off the light, and now the scratching is just getting crazy, and you know this is what's coming for me. So I'd get ready, turn on the light real fast. Luna's laying there, fast asleep. I'd turn off the light, knowing somewhere in the dark, I'm listening to this noise, and I know what's out there. Take a deep breath, and I'd take a step into the living room, and bam, right up against the side of my leg, 2 claws, teeth. Off she goes into the darkness. I'm sitting there. I jump. Boom. I'm good grief. What was that? Now the light switch is too far behind me. So I'm like, all right. I take another step, and I hear the scratching. And as I move to take that next step, boom! Out of the darkness. 2 claws, teeth. Holy crap. Cat's off into the dark. All right. I'm about 2 good full steps, good stride steps to the bedroom door. I could turn that light on if I wanted to. I'd take 1 step. Bam! Claw, claw, claw. Teeth, teeth, teeth. Now, now, now. All right. 1 more step. Step up. And instead of stopping, instead of going for that light switch, you just take a giant bound and dive for the bed. And you hear the cat run in, and you would hear the sound. And she would jump, land in the bed, and she would be asleep before I ever got underneath the covers. Every night. So, every day. Sort of like a Princess Bride thing, Have a good night, Wesley. I'll probably kill you in the morning. I'm going to get rid of that cat. And I'd wake up in the morning, and this is what I would see. Adorable. How can you get rid of that? Next night, same dance routine. Scratch, 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 pound, bite, off into the darkness. Bob screams, jumps, until he finally gets into bed. And you understand, all day. In the mornings, in the afternoons, when friends are over. This never happens. Only when we're alone. My cat, absolutely crazy. It was fun. If you have a crazy cat, you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, look up, what is it? I think it's called aggression play or something like that. It's normal for cats. But when you're young, you're stupid, you don't know anything. All you know is you got a psychopath in the house. Have a happy holidays. Have some coffee. Enjoy.